Well, good morning. Now it's my turn to hate the sound of my own voice. But anyway, here she is. In overall, really, really good condition. Nothing to complain about at all, really. We've been around it with a fine tooth comb. Literally the only little bit that we can find, now I've got to find it, is... you just catch it in the light, it's just there. Tiny bit of, well, assume rust, but don't know. It's pretty smooth. Some bugs from bringing it home, like the badge. It's kind of a nice touch. And all of this silver stuff is unique to the R32 as well. Xenon headlights, again standard on the 32, optional on the GTIs and everything else. And the sort of, I'm not sure whether changing the phone orientation is going to screw it up, so I'll try and leave it like this. The grille, again, unique to the R32, but down the side, I mean, there just isn't a mark on her at all. All the arches are all good. They tend to go here, but that's been done. The seals came off, not the seal, the sills came off last year, and everything was checked under those and no problems to be found. Tyres are all good. A little bit of cracking, but I think this is literally just not cracking. This is just age of the tyre. They're not super new, but they also just haven't done any miles. I've not even been underneath it yet properly, so we'll do that in a sec. Nice down the side. When he had some work done on this arch a couple of years ago, it needed obviously painting, and that needed blending in to the door and everything. So he said to the chap that he didn't want any masking marks at all, so he says, you take this window out. And this seal here, so it sort of starts obviously down the door and then continues down here. He tells me, and I've not looked this up yet, if you look at if you look at the 2006 above Mark 5s, this doesn't exist. Long story short, he had to have this whole bit of glass replaced, and ended up having to order it from Germany because it's such a kind of rare part, because of this seal that sort of goes and thins out into the back. There's like a natural green tint on all the windows, which is quite nice. This shark fin aerial is the DAB aerial that goes with the head unit. We'll have a look in a second. Again, there's, for a 17-year-old car, sort of even getting into there, like, it's really, really clean. Get under there. I'm gonna get some stuff called Lano Guard, unless there's anything else that you can recommend. But again, nothing bad, but just gonna brush off any excess rust and get that sealed. A lot of it's under trade anyway, so you don't see a great deal. But anyway, well, we'll look around the front in a minute. Love the exhaust, really, really nice. The standard exhaust just doesn't fill the gaps like these do, and they're Miltech. Quite like the German style plates around. Anyway, let's give her an open. The other place that they tend to go on the rust is in here. He's had that done. And a boot of stuff. He's given me like the old stereo boxes. It does have a dash cam. Not sure about that. I feel like that's only going to incriminate me. But a decent sized boot. It's the original air intake. It's got a short shifter installed. It's got the original, so that's all the short shifter stuff. Oh yeah, he's also done this is quite common, a rear wiper delete. Again, he's kept all the original stuff, so I do have that if I want to keep it or put it back to original. It's this net, which is possibly useful for, I don't know, documents. Not really sure what that's for. I mean, it needs a little bit of a cleaner here, but we're being really picky. You know, it's he's done a good job keeping it clean. You know, sort of all under here is very clean. I've been waffling for 5 minutes already, and we're only halfway around the car. It's a funny blue. Like in some light, when we first got the car, it's really dark, and then sometimes it looks really bright. But there's a nice fleck to it. It does have it when the sun catches it. It really sparkles. Again, here's another tyre. Again, you know, I mean, this was rusty on the M4, pretty much. I mean, the fact that that is as clean as it is, really impressed with that. And then down to the front, and more wheel and arch and tyre, and now you get the idea. Right, let's go inside. Don't touch the wall. No, it's going to touch the wall. We'll go there. Okay. This is the inside. These are, again, I'm going to keep saying unique to the R32. I'm going to stop saying unique. R32 trim. He had this replaced not too long ago because it was apparently going funny there. This is new. It's the attention to detail that I really like what he's done with the whole car, really. Trim. The back seats have never been sat in. Well, apart from yesterday when we picked Megan up. He's had it for 13 years and they don't have kids, so he's never had anyone in the back. These are brand new from Germany. He never put them in. He bought them, never put them in, so they came out the packet and went in yesterday, which was nice. Standard, but quite cool. The cup divider thing is also a bottle opener. How cool is that? And obviously a card for putting your fuel card, because this is 2005 when everyone had fuel cards. Okay, moving in. The seats are really comfy. Like, you sit in and they do hug you really nicely. Let's start here. I'll turn her on. I won't start out, it's a little early. We'll do that in a bit. You can't just have one video, right? Seatbelt's going to say it needs a service. There we go, it's fine. Going to get that done. The aircon doesn't work. That's one problem. So I'm going to take it to Halfords because they do a free pressure check on the system. I have bought an ODB11 dongle, which I'll show you on another video because, you know, have to have my own little series, I think. But I bought a dongle and it does all that. It reads the fault codes and all that sort of stuff.
Proceed to highlighted route.
Where are you going, SatNav? No idea. Nav. I was faffing around with this yesterday. Where to? You can tell it's Garmin. Go away. How do you cancel the navigation? Not sure. Turn off. Worry about that in a bit. So it is the usual sort of range. MPG, average MPG. I got 32 coming home from Sunderland, which I'm pretty pleased with. And these go blue, which is kind of nice. Again, an R32 thing. You can kind of see the blue tint in the windows more off the reflection than you can IRL. Flat bottom steering wheel, a little shiny, but again, to be expected. I'll probably just leave it. I don't see the point in changing that sort of stuff. Some of them came with a multifunction steering wheel, this doesn't. And you know what? That actually really engages you into the driving, because you kind of just fettle with stuff, don't you? Like volume up, volume down. You don't really know that you're doing it until you go to do it, and you're like, oh, they're not there. So the sat nav that apparently wants to go somewhere. Starts off with a nice VW logo, but it's got CarPlay at the end of the day, so that's all that really matters. And CarPlay fits into a cable in there.
Proceed to highlighted route.
Right. No. Stop. Better. Menu. So this is CarPlay. It's not plugged in. We've got DAB. We've got nav. Oh yeah, the camera. So it's got a dash cam thing. It's really subtle. Like you don't notice it in the car at all. So that's kind of cool. Take a picture. No, I don't know. Anyway, it's only going to incriminate me, like I say. Come away from there. I'll figure out how to use this properly in a bit. You can remove this top thing, and that's like, you remember when you used to take the whole head unit out? That's basically that. Six speed manual. It's got that short shifter installed, so it's nice and tight. That works well. And oh yeah, this is the other thing. So issues. Aircon doesn't work. And do you know what? He didn't even notice it till I'd left the guy's house. Is that the headliner has come loose. I messaged him about it, and he was like, "Oh yeah, I meant to mention that. Conveniently forgot." So Len knows somebody who does upholstery that has done like the bikes, so I'm going to take it to them and see what they say. Because all the videos that I've seen involves taking this out, which is an absolute ball ache. Like, obviously, all these have got to come out, they've got to come out, all this has got to come out. That doesn't fill me with joy at all. Like, it's not terrible that it's going to bother me while driving, but it just looks a bit shit. So, want to get that sorted. It's a little microphone like the old hands-free microphones we used to have, but it was all installed professionally. Cost him 1,500 quid. So, for the head unit, so that's nice. But all in all, for 10 grand, really pleased with it. And in the next video, we'll do engine, sound, exhaust. I'll get underneath it. We'll have a goosey there. But yeah, welcome to season 1, episode 1 of Reynolds' hopefully not to be money pit. Cool. See you later.